Sorry, I can't.
Oh, sweet. I don't even know how we
It's all in the
qualify for this now.
reflexes.
Yeah, when did you get 39 subterfuge? I'd like to see your wares. That was fast. Courage. Immunity to frighten and terrify. That's interesting. Wait. Go back. Oh, the guarded form? Oh my god, that sounds amazing. Because if I assume if I combine that with a fire sigil, or rune, or whatever it's called, it would make a flame shield, in my mind anyways. That's how my mind works. Crazy. I guess let's go to the Scarlet freaking Chorus camp. It's on the way there, so... It will take you 2 hours, sure. What else would I do in 2 hours? Oh, what? I didn't know there's random encounters. Cool. Your path is blocked by a small group of entering guard. You can go no farther until you deal with them. Really?
That's far enough, Fatebinder.
Why are you voiced? A woman's voice booms from atop a nearby outcropping. Flashes of aquamarine body paint peek out from her loose-fitting traveler's garb, and her outfit is festooned in braids and knots of sailor's line. Flanked on either side by warriors dressed in veteran guard regula. The woman leans on an elaborate blade staff pulsing with arcane energy. Wow. A swath of blue fabric rests drape over her arm. Oh, so blue flag. Interesting. So blue flag mean it's like the white flag in terms of like surrender and whatnot.
In accordance with ancient customs north and south, I offer and request a delay of blade. There are matters we must discuss without fear of reprisal.
The woman bows deeply, lowering her head in a practiced display of etiquette. The warriors by her remain in a ready stance, their nerves clearly on edge. You would detain a Fatebinder of the Arcana Justice. Unwise.
As unwise as setting foot on our lands with dreams of conquest.
Oh, shut up.
If you're afraid of a few words, go ahead and run. Idiots and very young children are often afraid of me, so I understand if you need to retreat and soil yourself in private.
Wow, that's great. You have me at a disadvantage. No, I'm not going to say that. Forget that. In accordance with ancient customs north and south, I abide by this truce.
As is our custom, we are ready to kill to defend our lands, but we kill only in fair battle. We don't slay our prisoners. We know this isn't Kairos's way, but we must have hope.
Okay.
A few of my kin have gone missing, and though they may have perished, I have to inquire on the off chance they still live. If Captain Tarkus Deimos still lives, we would negotiate for his release.
Interesting. Assuming he's our prisoner, what would you have to offer in exchange?
We would offer you 5 choirmen that got lost on patrol. They're healthy. Got other limbs, too.
Oh.
I would not have us barter with oathbreakers. Certainly not for anything less than disfavored lives.
Oh, shut up.
You say there's something worth less than a disfavored life. Call me intrigued.
Tarkus Deimos is with the chorus now.
Then if we see him again, it will have to be as enemies.
She looks to the warriors at either of her side, shaking her head.
If I may make one more inquiry, what of Palox Tyrell? Did he survive?
Interesting. I wonder if he actually could survive. Palox Tyrell is dead. She nods slowly, saying nothing for a long moment.
My apologies, Fatebinder. I had a terrible feeling this errand was in vain from the start.
Okay.
I had no expectations that our friends could be saved, as I'm sure the time for swapping prisoners is long gone. But at least I know of what became of them. That'll have to be enough.
I have some questions for you, actually.
We shouldn't be socializing with Oathbreakers.
Oh, I mean, we have the time to do so, so why not?
I will entertain them as best I can. After all, understanding is the only hope we have. What is it you wish to know?
Were there prisoner swaps in the past?
That is our way, Binder. Here in the South, only thugs and bandits kill prisoners. The younger realms may be guilty of constant fighting, but we never slay each other when the battle's long over. We're not about to change that now.
Okay.
As a rule, Kairos' forces haven't been keen on swapping prisoners. But I know our disfavored prisoners aren't prisoners anymore. I just assumed they were swapped for some of our own.
Why do you resist Kairos? What are you trying to save?
I grew up without my knee bent to Kairos, and if I'm going to bow to someone, let it be another Tearsman. We've ruled ourselves just fine for centuries, so we'll give our lives so that our sons and daughters might rule themselves.
But a mage like you would not be the subject of such superstition and fear under Kairos' reign.
I doubt life is any better sworn to some mad Archon. I'd rather stand with my fellow Tearsmen. Or, I suppose, stand immediately behind them in the event of an attack.
At that remark, the soldiers flanking her exchange shock looks. Eb turns her focus to her compatriots.
Yeah, you heard me. Way things were years back, you'd all be calling me a water witch and conspiring to sell me out to the nearest sage. Just because I'm helping you stop Kairos doesn't mean I've forgotten the hospitality of ages past.
And people wonder why the Tearsmen could never unite in time to fight back. It's refreshing to see that some things never change.
What makes you think you have a chance?
Oh, we don't. Those who believed Kairos could be stopped all died years ago, in the first wave of fighting. It's not about the hope of victory. It's about the hope of inspiring others. It is very likely we will fall here in Vendrian's Well. But perhaps others will arise elsewhere.
The younger realms were beset in constant battle. You prefer that to Kairos' order?
You make conflict sound like a bad thing. Yes, the younger realms saw frequent battles, but it was never this wholesale slaughter like we've seen of late. No Tearsman ever cast an edict on the soil, or forced prisoners to kill each other, or butchered beastmen tribes.
Only your daughters are really free in the Tears. Why fight against Kairos' equality?
There's freedom, then there's trusting idiots with power. Give a man 1,000,000 marauders, he'll lose sleep worrying over his neighbor's 1,000. I prefer my realms ruled by the braver sex. For centuries we've let the lands to the women, and the seas to the men. And we did plenty fine until Kairos came around.
How did you and your friends overthrow the garrison?
I would joke that the voices of Nerat left the gate unlatched, but dozens of warriors lost their lives taking the citadel. There was no secret to it. We simply attacked with speed and certainty at a time when the Archons were elsewhere in the Tears. The Scarlet Chorus had a rout, and what few disfavored soldiers were present made an impressive showing. But they were surrounded and overwhelmed once the chorus fled.
Interesting. Who's in charge of this insurrection?
Listen to you. thinking just like the Overlord wants you to think. There always has to be a person in charge, or things don't make sense. Well, we don't answer to anyone. We are each of us sons and daughters of the Tears, and take this task upon ourselves freely. But Captain Tarkus Ari, former Falksman of Queen Vendry and Alanta, is the voice we trust when we seek unanimity.
I assume Tarkus Ari and Tarkus Demos are relations.
Yes. Deimos was Ari's brother. We were certain he was dead, but the captain takes family seriously. So I volunteered to find some answers. And now here we are.
That's all.
Fair enough. But now a question for you.
Okay, go ahead.
The Edict. I can feel its magic coursing through the air. Everyone can. But those of us enlightened to the currents of magic feel it most. The wording of the Edict. What was it?
Kairos' forces must take Ascension Hall by the Day of Swords, or all in the valley will perish.
In the name of the vaunted North, the will of Kairos should be delivered with blade and hammer, not to the ears of oathbreakers and compromisers.
Well, too bad.
Curious. You did say all in the valley. So the Edict will affect Kairos' forces? This is most unexpected.
Correct.
That is most troubling. So either the soldiers come to destroy and kill us, or the Edict does the work. I suppose we should be so honored the Overlord is taking no chances on us.
The fact that we're gaining loyalty with her is very interesting. Almost to the point that I feel like I should turn that option off. But whatever.
I've another question for you, if you will entertain it.
Sure.
Are we really standing here and chatting with Oathbreakers?
Yep, sure
It's hard
are.
to watch. Like cuddling a goat you're going to kill for dinner.
Well, okay. Ask a question.
When I was young, my parents told me the Tears were special, and the Overlord's edicts and armies could never touch us. Seems I've been told a hefty sum of lies. So answer this honestly for me, please. Is it true that Tunon's Fatebinders can smell truth from falsehood?
This is an interesting question, actually. Because this kind of decides where, I mean, like, their perceptions of the Fatebinders. And Tunon, on the other hand, doesn't seem that bad. Shoot. Do we stay loyal to Tunon? Because, like, saying... You know what? We're gonna be truthful. We are gonna take this extremely in a weird direction, all things considered. No, that's not true.
Thanks for that. I could see why you'd want to foster the mystique all the same. The School of Tides would always tell commoners we didn't know how to summon drinkable water. Once they find out, you can't eat in peace.
Okay.
And Kairos' edicts. I have heard the sages speak at length that some of the edicts elsewhere in the world have been broken. How is this?
Let's see. The Overlord has some control over how the edict lingers, but only Kairos knows the exact details.
Ah, so some edicts are forever. The rest are, as long as Kairos has in mind? Needless to say, Kairos' magic is unlike anything we've seen in any Archon.
Well, he is the Overlord, so, you know.
And one more mildly self-indulgent question, but I simply must know. Kairos, male or female?
What? I don't know.
Really? You don't know either. You work for the Overlord, but you don't know if she, or he, has an innie or an outie?
No, I don't know. What? I think the Overlord just wants to keep people guessing. Seems to work quite well. Because this one seems like it could be an insult. And I don't really want to mention the Imperial Harem. Sure.
You may well be correct. I've heard speculation that Kairos is a brother and sister duo, but that sounds like utter rubbish. Find me 2 siblings that could work together for 4 centuries, and I've an ocean to sell you.
Oh yeah?
You'll forgive, I hope, the questions. The Overlord and his Archons used to be things of legend. Now they're everyday maladies, and I'm eager to separate the truth from the lies I've been told by House and Guild.
Seriously, she's more loyal to me than my own men? That's interesting.
In accordance to our most ancient customs, let us depart in honorable accord. May peace find you, Fatebinder.
Yeah, I guess so, huh? Well, I made a lot of people unhappy, but that is okay.
I got it. Sorry, I can't.
Because, you know, the Fatebinder, we do our own thing. Forever. Well, that's not what I expected, to be honest. That was very interesting. The grasslands of the Tears stretch far throughout the land. Much of it remains uninhabited and unclaimed by any faction. What if we go this way? Does it matter? Hold on. What's down here? Oh, sweet. I almost missed this. It's deer. You can make out the faintest outline of a soldier's arm in the bottom of this pool, a victim of a previous battle in the area. I'll take, you know, what I assume to be crafting reagents.
See what I see?
Yes, I do.
Sorry, I can't.
Yes, sir. Oh, heck yes.
Sorry, I can't.
Anything up here? How did you guys get up there? How did you leave
Sorry, I can't.
this way? Well, I guess they're led by a mage, so who knows? I don't know. Okay, time to go to the Scarlet Chorus camp. 32 minutes and 49 seconds. That's very specific. Now this will be probably full of bodies, honestly. We'll see. We'll see.